Africa, but also Zambia, Zimbabwe, southern parts of Mozambique, also fairly wet at the moment. To point out as well, quite a few showers across Madagascar. We'll have some showers moving across Iran, heading their way into central parts of Asia this weekend. Quite chilly air following on behind, 1 or 2 showers, as you can see, moving their way down as well across Saudi Arabia. Worth mentioning some showers for the Horn of Africa. We'll also see more showers gathering across Sri Lanka, heading possibly into Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Cold weather warnings are out across northern states and northeastern states, getting colder and foggier. Warnings out for that in the coming few days as well. It's cold generally across much of Eastern Asia as well, with that high pressure still pushing that cold air to give us lots of snowfall across Japan still. And this is an issue as well across the Philippines. We've got a tropical low here giving a lot of wet weather, but cold temperatures well below average across parts of Korea in particular. This, as I say, moving across Mindanao through Friday, pushing its way then across the other islands of the Philippines and out into the South China Sea, giving a lot of very wet weather. And also we've got this potential low pressure across the north of Australia, even without that low pressure as it is, very wet for Northern Territory, Kimberley. And then we've got the remnants, or still our cyclone Yaza. It's easing down in intensity, it's moving away from Fiji, but it will give some heavy rains and stormy seas across Tonga potentially for the weekend. And by that stage, we've got wetter weather for the South Island of New Zealand. More online.
As the coronavirus pandemic continues, BBC News has in-depth coverage.
Coronavirus is still coursing its way through the community.
The approaches to Hubei province like scenes from an apocalyptic movie.
The region locked down when Europe did, and it's unlocking now and unnerving them.
See the headlines as they happen, with breaking news alerts in the app, and get the full story with bbc.com/news. Follow the story for all the latest with BBC News.
Hello, this is BBC World News. I'm Babita Sharma. The US Vice President Mike Pence gets a coronavirus vaccine live on air at the White House. He calls it the beginning of the end, but almost 3,000 Americans are still dying every day from COVID-19.
Cases rising across the country, hospitalizations rising across the country. We have a ways to go.
A second vaccine is nearing approval in America after experts endorse the Moderna jab. In other news, more than 300 schoolboys in Nigeria are getting ready to be reunited with their families a week after they were kidnapped from their schools. And after bugs, glitches and crashes, one of the year's biggest video games, Cyberpunk 2077, is being pulled from the PlayStation Store.
Hello, Masha.
Hello.
I think that you had a different name on VK. What was your
Mary?
Huh?
Mary?
Mary? Okay, let me just check, because you know, and I will be answering. Yeah, the people are still writing. Well, it says Nastya. You are not Nastya. So
No.
Okay, yeah, but that's all right. Just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm 16. I'm from Bryansk region. I'm in 10th grade. And also right now I just decided to talk with you because before I have a lot of homework and it was Olympic time and I was really busy because I was preparing to them. So right now I have I have less my homework, so I can talk with you there.
Okay, I'm very happy about that, and you know, we have somebody like Anastasia join us. Hello, Anastasia.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing excellent. Thank you so much. I have an idea for you guys. You just talk to each other, get to know a little bit each other, just ask questions and just a real conversation. Get to know each other, please. And because I will be answering the messages. Go ahead.
Okay, Marsha, how old are you?
Hi, Anastasia. I'm okay, and I am 16 years old, and I'm from Bryansk region. And what about you?
Okay, I'm 25 years old, and I'm from Kursk. I'm from Russia, and I also learning English, and I want to improve with you.
Oh, okay. So, do you study English at university? Are you teacher of English, or you just want to know it?
Yes, I study English at university. I have studied English at university, and I'm not an English teacher. I learn English for myself.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
to communicate with foreign students, to learn their traditions, customs, and such as.
Okay, I see. So, what is your profession then?
I'm an economist.
Oh, okay. Do you like your job?
Yes, I like my job. I like to count money, to work with people. And
Oh.
what about your profession? Who are you?
Oh, I'm only 16, but I think that I hope that it will be very fun because I wanted to do what I love and what I want. So I think that it will be something with languages, with literature, maybe. So yeah, right now I just want to pass, to take exam, and after pass them, and just to after I graduate to university, and only after I will think about work. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will just join you a little bit. You know, a couple of things you've been using. It's just typically, let's say, like we in Russia do. So that's when you ask, what is your profession? Usually, you know, the question is slightly different. We usually ask, what job do you do? What is your job, or what is your career? Why? Because when you think of the word profession, most of the time we think about, and mostly we say, instead of profession, we say a pro. The meaning is that when we say he is a pro, the meaning is that he graduated from high school or from school like university. For example, that he is a professional lawyer. So that's the meaning of the word profession. That's for starters, but otherwise everything was just absolutely good. And then we have another person join us, and just a very warm welcome to Mark. Hey, Mark.
Yeah, hello.
How are you?
Well, thanks for asking. I'm pretty fine, and I want to say sorry that I didn't visit this class the last Friday because I just was not able to do that, unfortunately.
That's all right. That's not a problem. So,
okay, fine.
How about your project? You see, ladies, Mark is not a newcomer. He's been a while here already, so that is why we have some kind of a not a personal, but the questions which are of interest to both of us. So, how about your project? I mean,
yeah. What project you mean?
The one about the Russian Troika and something like that.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I think it's really great because I'm developing it, doing a lot of research about it.
Okay. So
yeah.
Very good. Excellent. Mark, just please get to know the young ladies because I have to answer the messages. Please introduce yourself and just ask them questions. Go ahead.
Okay, hello Masha, and I think that I have met you here before.
Yeah.
Didn't I? Okay, good. So, and Nastya, are you a newcomer here?
Yes, of course, I'm a newcomer.
So, great. Let me introduce myself. I'm Mark, I'm 14 years old. I study at the 7th grade and I live in Perm. So, and you?
Repeat, please.
I said that I'm Mark, I am 14, sorry. Yeah, I mean that I'm 14 years old. I'll study at the 7th grade and I live in Perm. So,
I'm 25 years old. I live in Kursk, and I'm an economist, accountant.
That's great.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let's start a little bit of the conversation, and that's just the first thing. What I want to do is something like that. Do you understand what is that? Yeah. So that's the real thing from the United States of America. My youngest son sent me when he was for a year in the States. Jingle Bells. So, do you remember the lyrics, the words of the song? Can you kind of sing it a little bit?
Something like jingle bells, and something during the way.
Jingle all the way. If you understand,
yeah, exactly.
The word jingle. This is the word jingle, and jingle is also it's something like Europa Plus. It's also a jingle for the radio station, if you know that. Okay, but how about the lyrics for Jingle Bells? Okay, we said that jingle bells, jingle all the way, and then yeah, ladies, just help us.
I think that all people know only these two sentences.
Wow, which Christmas song do you remember? Excuse me.
There was something like she's very like sad, I think, but I don't want to sing because I can't do it. I'm not a professional. So
Well,
it's the lyrics is just last Christmas I give you my heart, but the very next day you give it away. This year to save me from tears, I give it to someone special. That's all that I know.
I remember something what fun it is to ride, and something about that, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. So jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride. So somebody just left in a one. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Okay. So let's try. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, one more time, please, and Masha, join us.
Okay.
Jingle bells,
jingle bells,
jingle.
You're a bit slower. Or faster, I mean.
What is that? Yeah, I understand that there is some difference in the sound. I understand that, but anyway, you just try. That's the fun. Okay, yeah. Let me help you. Let me help you because I see that you are a little bit embarrassed. Yeah, let me just help you. I'm the teacher online, and I will show you what is necessary to do for the teacher online nowadays. Okay, that's for the teacher working online. This is the usual. Yeah, that's you haven't heard about that. That's the usual thing which I'm supposed to do. That's for the teacher working online. I have to do that. Otherwise, you know, it's not fun for the kids to be in the class with the teacher online, and that's official. Believe me, that is why I'm just having all of these stickers, you know. for just decorating myself during the class, and you can do it yourself. So have some fun, and that is why I joined with the jingle bells. Okay, let's try it over again. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yeah, you see, that's kind of a little bit of fun. And you know, there is another thing this year, because of this coronavirus and everything. That's absolutely official. This is what the teacher trainers recommend us. If you don't believe me, you can attend. Okay, the people just writing that that's incorrect password. Sorry, I will just. No, it's correct. So it's just very legal, very official. And if you don't believe me, you can go to my page, like in VK in Contact, and you will see this article about the teachers. They do it all the time right now because of the coronavirus and working remotely. So they want kids to have some fun. Another thing is about all of these smileys. Right now, the teacher, when he or she writes on the board, like blackboard or whiteboard, it is not supposed to put dots. You know, dots at the end of the sentence or periods. Why? Because it sounds that the teacher is very angry. Right now, you're supposed to put a smiley at the end of the sentence. What about that? What do you think? Do you agree with that? Hello?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, so that's
a really great idea.
All right, yeah. Now, your supposition about celebration of Christmas, any ideas?
Oh, can I say I just have a lot about this. So right now I have I go to school, and our school is really friendly. We know almost each other, and my classmates, we are like close friends too. So we decided that this new year we should remember it after all these things, even when we will be old. So today we decorate our classroom, and after we will have, I don't know, maybe we will have like a small cinema evening with okay, I don't know how to say it. Okay, but it will be very cozy. Maybe we have like a screen at class, so I think that it will be very, very cozy, I hope. And also at home, I think that we just watched TV, and there is, after we exchange gifts to each other. Okay, we give our presents to each other, and yes, I think that's all. But I really wait to our school celebration of this year, of New Year.
Okay, all right, Mark, how about you?
Well, I truly don't know, because all the Christmases, I mean, all the celebrations of it were absolutely the same. And I think that this time it's not going to be out of the rule. So, but you know, I have to say that all our celebrations, they're really wonderful, and the thing is, I don't have any willing to change something in it, because I'm glad with what I have.
All right. Yeah, sounds very good. And you see, some people are trying to join us and they cannot because, you know, that's always such a mess with all of this. The number of the room, the password, they confuse everything. And so I'm sorry that I have to answer. Okay, let's go back to the book because we haven't done it for a long time. Let's see. I will just remind you that last time we had to discuss what can you learn about country and its culture from each of these experiences. And so what can you learn by doing voluntary work, then backpacking, sightseeing, learning a language, working as an au pair. And we also would like to read what the students they said about that. Let me see. That was the transcript which we talked about. So I just wanted to remind you what we did before. Right now, let's kind of summarize, you know, where we are. So just together, Mark and Masha, decide one or at most two options and explain why you chose that. What can you learn about the country and its culture from each of these experiences? Please go ahead. And I will be answering to the questions. Yeah, so you see the person wrote a real letter for me. This for me, this. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, Vladimir, can you do the screen? We just can't see the part of this task.
But
there's only,
yeah.
Oh yes, thanks.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
So Mark, I start. So as for me, I think that the best ways to learn about a country and its culture is doing a voluntary work and backpacking. I think that
just one second, because it's necessary. Sorry.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, because as for voluntary work, it helps students and this practice is very, very long, and a lot of students learn country and culture from this method, and because people live in natural habit with they communicate with people of that land. Also they do work and help all people and help our civilization, and it's just very useful for us. And as for backpacking, I think that this method is more about freedom, because you can go anywhere and just have fun, maybe with your friends. Maybe you can even try autostop, and when you travel this way, you can just feel the vibe of the country, and just feel and be like a natural people, like a natural citizen of this country. Yeah, I think that's all. What about you, Mark?
Well, personally, I want to say something about sightseeing. Okay, sightseeing are the same as the show places, and I think that they exist in all of in each corner of our planet nowadays. And as one person said, that the main part of the country's history, not even country, but every place you were, is in its show places, because they shows really a lot about where have you been and all stuff like that.
Yeah, but you know, the task was you were supposed to choose again. We have doing voluntary work, sightseeing, backpacking, working as an au pair, learning a language. So you have the task was you were supposed to choose at the very least two. Excuse me, I lost my attraction. It's from here. Sorry. So you have to choose at the very least two options and kind of agree on it.
I thought
Yeah.
about two.
But okay, Masha, they are some kind of rules, and
Oh.
Mark knows that, and I just want to remind you. So the thing is that we have two ways of speaking. One way is when we
Oh, yeah, dialogue and monologue.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you please kind of decide together with Mark, that
Oh.
will be the best idea. So
Yes.
that's what I'm looking for.
Yes,
you're
I
not-
understand.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, so Mark, let's then talk about learning a language because we didn't talk about it before, hadn't talked about it
Yeah.
before.
Okay.
So, okay, I think that learning language is a really good way because right now we learn in English and it really helps to understand the culture of America, like know their celebrations like Thanksgiving or Christmas, and we read text about that, we talked about that, we watch films about that, and also at the same time we just learn culture and know about this country more. So what do you think about that?
Okay, firstly, thanks for asking. And I would agree with you because learning English, sorry, not English, but other foreign languages, which has differences from yours, shows that you're a really intellectual person. And when you visit foreign countries, I mean the country which where the language you have learned is spoken, so it shows you from a good side to other people and make them and how to say that, and make them want to communicate with you as long as possible. And I have a question for you. What aspects of learning foreign languages, in your opinion, are essential?
Okay. I think that I don't know what the word essential means. It's the first. So can you tell me like synonyms about of this word? Synonyms.
Okay. In a really in the easiest way, the word essential is something really crucial, something that can't be taken away.
Oh, okay. It's just important. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Not really important, but
Useful, necessary.
no, неотъемлемое. It's better say like that.
We do not switch into Russian, never ever, please. Mark, you know.
I'm just trying to explain.
Yeah, but you have to explain it in simple English, and it is not allowed to speak Russian. You know that.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right. You just try.
Okay,
and you
so
can do that. So you again, let me help you, Masha. So you because you know I was distracted by these messages. So you were talking about the word essential, as far as I could hear, right?
yes.
So essential, it's just almost the same. It's an international word, the same in Russian. If you think about the word essential, we have the same word in Russian. That means that you take the most important part of something. It's just like if you think of the perfume, you understand the word perfume, right?
Yes, yes.
So it's kind of an essential part of the rose, for example. It gives you the smell of the rose, so that's essential, the essence of it. Okay.
Yes. So,
All right. So
okay,
the most
so, yeah.
important part.
Okay, I got it. So you asked me about aspects. So I think that the most important is not forget about the other side of language, because if we learn only grammar stuff, I don't know, maybe only read something, watch something, and just learn new words and don't speak in English or other foreign language, and just don't be interested in their culture, in their news maybe of these countries, then our imagination of this country, of this language can be full. We will know just only one part and we will not know other parts. So I think that the most essential aspect of learning a language is to learn their culture, learn language, and learn language from different traditionals, customs, news of the country.
Okay. I just want you guys to listen to what the okay. It's let's see. Yeah, I think.
Unit 5, page 65. Speaking. Exercise 2. Now I'd like you to talk about something together for about 2 minutes. I'd like you to imagine...
Can you hear that fine?
Yeah.
Mark, can you hear that?
Exactly.
Okay.
In that your teacher has asked you for your ideas on different ways of getting to know a country and its culture. Here are some of the ways of getting to know a country and its culture, and a question for you to discuss. First, you have some time to look at the task.
Okay. We did that already.
Much you can learn about a country and its culture from these experiences.
Shall I start?
Yes, if you like.
Personally, I think you can probably learn quite a lot about a country if you're doing voluntary work there. You're likely to be working alongside local people for a start.
I guess so, but I'm not sure how much you'd learn about the country. You'd probably be working with poor people or disadvantaged people. They're not representative of the whole country.
Yes, that's a good point. Okay, let's move on to sightseeing.
If you ask me, I believe you can get a good general impression of the history of the country from sightseeing, because you are seeing lots of historical monuments. Do you agree?
Yeah, and you usually have a guide who tells you all about the history too, but you don't really get to meet the people, do you?
No, you're right, because you're usually in a big group of people from your own country. Learning a language? In my opinion, you can learn a lot about the country from learning a language. For a start, if you know a language, you can communicate with the people. I don't think you can really know a country if you don't speak the language. What do you think?
I agree.
Au pair? I'm not sure I know what an au pair is.
It's someone who goes to live in a country so they can study the language. They stay with the family and look after the children, and in exchange they get their food and accommodation and time off to go to classes.
Ah, right. Well, I'd say you could learn a lot through doing that. You'd be living with a typical family, seeing how they live, and improving your language.
Not necessarily. They could be recent immigrants and speak their own language all the time.
Oh, I suppose so. Right, the last one. Backpacking. Have you ever done that abroad?
Yes, I backpacked around Asia for 6 months a few years ago.
And did you learn a lot about the countries you visited?
Yeah, quite a lot. You tend to use public transport, so you get to meet ordinary people, and you can take your time to look around places. But if you don't speak the language, as I didn't, then the experience is limited.
Thank you.
Okay.
Unit 5.
Right now, you will hear the two options which they chose and their explanation, and that will be it for today's class.
Page 65. Speaking. Exercise 6. Now you have about a minute to decide which two experiences you think you would learn the most from.
I think we more or less agreed that you might not learn a lot from voluntary work.
Yes.
And sightseeing. I think we both thought that you'd learn a lot about the culture and history of a place, but you wouldn't have many opportunities to meet the people.
Yes. So we've got 3 left to choose from. Personally, I choose learning a language and backpacking.
I'd agree with you on learning a language, but I'd have to disagree with you on backpacking.
Would you? Why?
Because, as you said, if you don't speak the language, then you can't really communicate with the people.
Why would you choose working as an au pair?
Well, I know you said that you might end up working with recent immigrants, but I'm sure you'd be able to change families if that happened.
That's very true. I take your point.
Shall we agree on learning a language and working as an au pair then?
Okay, you've convinced me.
Thank you.
So now I think that you have a totally clear picture of what is necessary for you. So the first thing is that you can understand that their conversation is very, very brief. I mean, again, let me stress it, let me emphasize that you give 2 sentences and then you address the 3rd sentence to another candidate. So that's first rule. And another rule is at the very end, when you come to the conclusion, you have to sort out, to go one after another, each option, and choose and agree or disagree on 2 options, because because this is the task. This is the task of the exam. So if you have no questions about that, please go ahead and just agree on 2 options, and that's it, or disagree. Which 2 options you agree or disagree, please?
Well, okay, Mark, I think that I will start. So I think that I will choose backpacking and doing voluntary work, because I think that it's really cool opportunities to learn a language and also to meet local people and just to know the culture of the country. So what do you think about that?
Very good, excellent.
I absolutely agree with you, because I have the same opinion about learning English and visiting foreign countries. And my question is, do you agree that a person has to visit and learn more than one foreign language and one foreign country?
Okay, Mark, I understand what you mean, but I think that the task is about other thing. You want to ask.
But we have to agree about 2 options. I agreed about one, and no, it's a bit different.
Okay, I see. You agree with only one, and okay. I think that learning language is really important, and it helps you to develop and outgrow your just to be educational person. And if you know some, I don't know, several languages, is better for you, because you can travel more, you can know different cultures. So yeah, I can say that at that point, I can agree with you that learning a language is really necessary too. So I think
Okay,
that
so guys, what are, again, my question is, what are the two options which you agreed on or disagreed? Two options, give me. What I hear
okay.
is learning languages is, let's say, one option. What is another?
And the another one is what I asked.
What is that?
Oh, which I asked, I mean that every person in his life has to learn more than 2 foreign languages and visit more, more than one foreign country and visits, and learn more than one foreign language.
Again, I do not understand. So we have options: doing voluntary work, sightseeing, learning language, working on backpacking. I understand only learning a language. What is the other option?
Doing voluntary work.
Is it correct, Mark?
Well, not exactly, because the sense was a bit about sightseeing,
But you don't say the word sightseeing, so I can't understand you. You just asked me about languages.
Well, I meant that you see more than one foreign country, and that was...
But you can say just, I think that sightseeing is very good because you can visit more travel. You can more travel and visit more countries. And I understand that you mean sightseeing and just don't talk about languages in the world and traveling.
Okay, guys, I'm very sorry to interrupt you, but now you can understand that you haven't done the tasks like that in your classrooms. So that's the problem. You have to think of it, because this is very, very important, how to talk to somebody. And again, the rules are real easy. So you have to sort out every option one after another and agree or disagree. And you have to use only 2 sentences, and then the third sentence should be addressed to another candidate. But anyway, thank you. It's a very good experience. Let's move on. I just want you, it's kind of a home assignment to reflect, to think about what you did. And then you have here some questions. Do you think it's better to travel alone or with other people? And it's now you can ask absolutely freely, without any restrictions, just each of you. Do you think it's better to travel alone or with other people?
So we just tell our opinion without dialogue.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. No restrictions.
Okay, I'll start. I think that all the 2 options are good, but people should just combine that and mix them, because for me, I think that if I want, it all depends on goal. If I want to just be with myself, thought about something, and just calm down, forget about problems, I can just travel in, I don't know, maybe for 3 days, I don't know, maybe in Latvia or Finland, just something calm place, and just thought about my life. And it's good too, because it's really necessary for our lives right now. But if I want just to have time, to have good time, just to have fun with my people, with my friends, I will choose to travel with them, because it's really great, because it will be funny to go to different excursions, to, I don't know, swim, just talk, walk at nights. And I think that the best option there is to combine the first and the second one.
To combine. Okay, Mark.
Combine. Okay, thank you.
Okay, and my opinion is really mixed, because there are lots of pros and cons of both ways. But personally, I think that traveling alone is a bit better. The reason why it's better for me, because it's going to be much cheaper, and you are absolutely free. You don't depend on others with your companion. You don't depend on his opinion at all. You have absolutely freedom. at your actions, and I think that is the most important argument.
So just let's come to some kind of a conclusion. What we agree on and what we disagree. So, like you said, we have pros and cons. So, what are the positive things and what are the negative things? Or let's start with traveling alone. Masha, positive.
Positive is just be with your thoughts, forget about your problems, be free from someone's opinion, how Mark said, free in your actions, and just you can feel the vibe of the culture, and maybe you can also meet some new people and to be with yourself at one time, one
Okay,
period
Mark,
of time.
positive about traveling alone.
So positive things that, as I said before, you're absolutely free and it's going to be much cheaper.
Okay, Masha, now negative about traveling alone.
I think that the most important is that you can be lost in a new country, in a new city, and you can call someone, or just there's no one who can help you with your luggage or something like that. And also maybe sometimes you will feel that you are alone, and it will be for you bad too.
Yeah, Mark, negative about traveling alone.
And the negative thing about traveling alone is that you can't share your emotions, your feelings with someone else because you're traveling alone.
Right, absolutely. So I can just kind of summarize it. So first of all, what you ask for about traveling alone is, first of all, you need some space. That's what we call some private space or some privacy. That's what you call like to have some life, to have some personal life. That's what you want. But at the same time, what I can hear that what you're saying is that, hey people, I hate to be alone. I don't want to be alone. I want to stay with somebody. All right. So now traveling, what I heard from you. So now traveling together with other people. Positive, Masha.
Okay, yeah, that it's, I think that it's funnier that when you're alone. Also, I can say that it's cheaper because you will share your like car needs, maybe hotel room also, and also you can like help from people, and like physical and emotional, and it's just a good way to maybe know each other more.
Okay, Mark, positive about traveling with other people.
So the positive is the saying that you are able to share your emotions, your own feelings, your own thoughts. It's not just inside you. Well, I think that if you travel alone, of course, you can write some post on Twitter that, oh my God, guys, you know, I visited some countries in the Europe, but yeah, you know, traveling with someone and sharing your emotions with him is much better than writing posts on Twitter.
Okay, and negative, Masha.
Okay, I think that first is that you can don't be agree with others just when you're decided where to go. Also is that maybe if someone in a bad mood or someone is ill, is that it can be like a trouble for others.
Okay, Mark, negative.
Yeah, okay. So, and the first negative thing about traveling with someone else is that you may have a lot of disagrees between each other. I mean that between you and your mate, because all people are different, as even close friends are, and you may have some argues about where to go, what to visit, and all stuff like that. And in this way, traveling alone is much better.
Okay, and my summary again about what you said. So the positive thing is what I heard from you is to be a team. You know, that's what we say in English. That you prefer to be a team, and that's a great idea. That's a great feeling to be with the people on the same page with you, or with the same feelings, the same emotions. But the negative stuff is at the same time that even when you are a team, there can be fights, like you said arguments, but I'm saying that about the fights, and so you hate fighting. Okay, so another question: advantages of staying with a host family in the country you are visiting. So I think that you understand what a host family is. Now
Yes.
yeah, please talk.
Okay, I think that the most important one is that you will learn more traditions from these people, and you just feel the atmosphere, how local people live in this country. And also the best one is that you will have practice English every day.
Okay, Mark.
So the biggest advantage about living in host family is cultural exchange between two countries, because people will just, I mean, the host family and other people you have met will see your culture, know something about it more, and you will do absolutely the same.
Okay, the question to both of you: have you ever visited a foreign country where you stayed at the host family? So it's just can you think of staying with a host family? I mean, in reality, in practical life.
As for me, I don't have this practice, but I really want this, but I even read about that. But the problem is that I'm only 16, and at the same time I was 15, 14, and I need a lot of money for that, because I'm not 18 or 19, because when you're adult, the prices are cheaper, and the prices are lower. And yes, but I think that when I will 18 or maybe 20, I will have this practice and this experience, because I think that it's very, very important and useful and interesting.
Mark.
Personally, I have never had that experience before, but I want to try this because one of my friends, he was in the host family. He was, as far as I understand, he visited London, and I want to try this too because judging to his stories about that, it's really great experience in your life.
All right. Again, I just trying to make some kind of a summary. So first of all, you remember that in the first part of our class, we talked about negative and positive things. So next time when you are getting prepared for describing something or writing the description or something like that, just keep in mind that that's a good strategy, that's a good technique that helps you to talk and to make a presentation. Just to keep in mind the negative and positive things about the subject of the topic. And right now, it's more difficult to answer the second question, or question B, because first of all, you do not have this personal experience, but usually it's a very good idea talking about your personal experience, but you don't have it right now. But you can understand that in what way? Just think that you are a host family, and let's say that the person your age is staying with you, and you are the host family. So what would it be like? Can you think of it, Masha?
Yes, I can. And I will just like dream. So I think that if a teenager came to my house, I'm like kind person, and I think that it's really brave to do this, and I think that there may be some problems. Maybe he will or she will be miss her home, and I will try to support her or him. And also if people who came to Russia, that means that he is or she is really interested about our culture. So I think that I will be making, I don't know, maybe some evenings when we are talked, when we are discussing some, I don't know, maybe museums of our country, our culture, our ballet, our traditions. So maybe we will go to some excursions to museums maybe, or to ballet, to concerts. And I think that I hope that I will give this person a lot just when he or she came to her home, and he or she will be just proud and really happy, and it will be a really good experience for him or she, and this person remember it for all, just like for all life. And yes, I think that we just need to support this person, and just host family. The word is family, and for this time, maybe short time, we just need to be very close friend to these people.
Okay,
Yes,
Mark,
I think that's
you as a host family.
Okay, I think that how it's called, while host family. I don't know how to say that, but okay, it's not a big trouble. While host family, and you need to make person who visited you make his emotions, his how to say that. Give me a second.
Yeah, sure, not a problem. Take your time.
It's on the tip of my tongue, but I forgot it.
That's all right. I understand. I've been in your place many times in my life, so.
Oh my God, how could I forget this word? Impression. Yes, exactly. Impression. To make his impression the best of the best, because who knows, maybe it's his last time he's able to do that. So you need to do all to make this trip to the host family to another country, make it that that the person will remember it for the whole life.
Okay, so again, a short summary. So we talked about positive and negative in the first part, and then the second part, you see, staying with the host family is not in your experience. And so that is why we have the reversed idea, just to think of that you are a host family, and that was much easier for you. So right now, we can reverse back. So right now, if you think about staying in the host family, you can understand that that's a lot of responsibilities, not for you, but for the host family. So that means that they will take care of everything in your life, just like they will have pre-planned all of the activities. You will be just, you know, taking a rest and having fun, because like Mark said, they will try their best to show the best of their country. And like Masha said, that that should be the best memories ever, and that should be the lifetime experience. Okay, really good. So do not forget that we are about to finish, maybe in a couple of minutes. Let me just remind you that this is my group, and if you want to write something, it's here. The group is called Emphasized English. If you want to write something like a feedback or a comment, or you know, something, you can do it here. And then to kind of to round up, what are the benefits of studying English in an English-speaking country? What do you think? Right now, you have several strategies how to work with the questions. Now, what would you? I think it's a very short answer because we are about to finish. So, what are the benefits of studying English in an English-speaking country?
Okay, I will I'm trying to speak very fastly and small. I don't know how to say. So I think that the best one is that you can learn more words, which is like in everyday life, like teeth, toothbrush, pour, I don't know, eggs, something simple words which we didn't think about that when we live in our countries. Also that you can also meet other people and talk in your country in this language, and you will improve your and develop your listening skills too. And also is just you will have a lot of memories for life. And I think that for the very short time you will have the better understanding of speech of other people, and you will know more words, and maybe you will have some benefits in your pronunciation.
Okay, like, Mark. Hello, Mark.
Yes, sorry, I was speaking and my microphone was off. That happens sometimes.
Okay.
I agree with everything that Masha said before me. And I want to add that while staying in the foreign country, you hear the way people communicate with each other, and that plays really a big role in learning English as well.
Okay.
Because you are just practicing, live practicing.
Yeah, absolutely. You just reminded me. Every time when I go to the English-speaking country, it's just the feeling. Oh my goodness! At last, I got that fantastic, clear, real English. It's not the English of the teacher. It's not the English of the students. It's not the English of the Russian speakers. It's the English of the native speakers all around me everywhere. I'm so happy about that, you know. So like you said, that's a very practical, the whole practicality, because, you know, to learning swimming, we can talk about swimming a lot, but that will not give you any idea how to swim in real life. Or, you know, driving a bicycle or driving a car, I can explain you how to ride a bicycle and probably you will never learn how to do that unless you start riding a bicycle in real life. So that's when you go to the English-speaking country. That's exactly what we talk about. All right. Any questions to me? Any ideas? Any comments? I really will appreciate whatever you will have to say.
No, everything's fine for me.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks a lot for this evening. It was really cozy and I was feel comfortable and just relaxed, and I think that your smile is on your forehead and nose will help this, because I just so relaxed right now and it's just so comfortable and cozy, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's been my pleasure, and hopefully I will see you next Friday. So that's it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.